Hey everybody, I am here to wish you the happiest of Christmases. You might be noticing something's missing in the background, and we do not have a tree this year because it's been that kind of year. It isn't, I don't want to say it's been a rough year because I feel like that's really insulting to people who have had rough years. It hasn't been that, but there's definitely been challenges to it. You know, our studio got hit with a tornado. I got shingles, and it left me with this really bad fatigue that is on month 5 right now, and it is technically getting better. When I get really pessimistic when it hits me, I think it just puts me in like a grumpy mood and everything, but when I do the math, it's like, no, it is less. I think I'm with it less than I am with it, you know what I mean? Like I'm more normal compared to the times that I have, as normal as I can be, compared to the times that I do have it. And like I said, when I get it, it gives me terrible brain fog, and it's hard to think straight, it's hard to form words. It's gonna sound weird, I still have a hard time reading, which is so bizarre. Like, I can read it on my own, but when I read it and try to say something out loud, I kind of sound like butthead. Like, if the sentence says, I'm having a good day, I'll read it as, I'm having a good day. Like that, with a weird lisp and stuff like that. So, I had to actually get to work early. I had to get to work an hour early to read the lines, because most of them I have to do, like, an extra 3 or 4 times. Because reading it is really difficult for some reason, to have, this timing to it and everything. So it's been kind of a crazy year with that, and at one point my wife just looked at me and said, what are your thoughts on not getting a Christmas tree this year? And I was like, you've made me the happiest man in the world, because I was so afraid we would go get the tree, and in trying to set it up and trying to decorate and stuff, the fatigue would just hit me, because I'm not kidding. It would hit me like, it's like Ron Atkinson in Rat Race, where suddenly you'll just kind of like be doing something, you'll just, kind of like that. Like, you don't necessarily go to sleep, but it's kind of like running a marathon without being out of breath. It's all the other side effects of that. Like, if you just ran a marathon, you're not out of breath, but, you got, like, all the other symptoms, and somebody's like, oh, hey, you want to set up a tree? Oh, hey, you want to go out and get drinks? Oh, hey, you want to discuss stuff for a while? It's like your brain's just not there, and it's hard to focus and everything. So that's the fun I've been going through. People are going through a lot worse and everything, so I kind of hate talking about it, because I do feel like I'm kind of like a crybaby and stuff like that, but like it does get in the way of stuff. It's delayed a lot of, videos for me and stuff like that. Like, gotten the end season, okay, and the Disney December's okay, but I like doing other videos. I like doing current movie reviews and everything. It's really gotten in the way with that. I'm a huge deadline guy. I hate missing deadlines, and even things like not having the tree, even though it's very nice that I don't have to set it up. I'm not afraid the fatigue's gonna hit me and everything. It does feel a little weird not having that, but if you've ever seen a Blackadder Christmas Carol, you know that we are celebrating the proper way with this festive Christmas twig. Yes, this is this is our Christmas tree, and I love it. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. And my brother actually got a little tree for me too. He said, you gotta have a tree. So I just bought one at, like, I don't know, Target or something like that, and dropped it off here. It's just a mini little tree, but as soon as we set it up, our cats knocked it over constantly. So it's a great cat toy. It's a Christmas cat toy to them, so they get a Christmas gift as well. So yeah, and in case you're wondering, I can't remember if I wore this sweater last year, but if you're wondering what it says, I don't know, Margot. My wife actually has the R1 that says, and why is the carpet all wet, Todd? And it's so funny because she gets upset because she's like, I like that line funnier, the I don't know, Margot line. I like that funnier. And I say, well, your line is said by a comedy legend. Mine's just said by some guy. Like, I'm sure he's in our stuff. I've seen him in our stuff. I mean, it's not Julie Louis Dreyfus, you know what I mean? So when I told her that, she's like, okay, yeah, it makes sense that we should have these sweaters. But with that said, because I didn't want this to be like super pessimistic or anything like that, there's 2 things I really wanted to get across to you this Christmas, and that's when I made a video talking about, like getting shingles and having the fatigue and brain fog left over from it, which they do say can last 6 months. I'm not supposed to go back to the doctor until 6 months after I've had this, because, like, they say, yeah, it can last that long. If it goes longer than that, then we'll look more into it. And if it's not improving, it is technically improving. Like I said, just get pessimistic when I have it, I get down and everything. But with all that said, when I made the video talking about it, I tried to have like a goofy thumbnail. I tried to do like, like that face and stuff like that to show, okay, I'm not gonna say I'm dying or anything like that. So I think people had that idea going in that, okay, this wasn't gonna be anything like, super serious. It's more gonna be just this, kind of annoyance and stuff like that. And people were crazy supportive. They were so freaking kind. Like, I didn't expect anyone to be like, you lazy ass, you liar, or anything like that. But like, people were just so friggin' nice, and I did expect some nice, feedback from it. I didn't expect it to be that nice and that encouraging, and that really is one of the things that's kind of helped me get through this, because like I said, it is so random when this thing hits. Like, when I start to feel it, I have no idea if it's literally going to go away in a second, or if it's going to take me out for like half a day. Hell, that's an improvement. It used to take me out for like 3 or 4 days or 5 days. I had to move stuff around all the time on the calendar, and I still do sometimes. But now it's like, okay, if it's going to take me out, it's about half a day, or literally half a minute. Like, you can't predict it, but at least they have gone down, so that is a good thing. But when I think of that, when I think of people being like, hey, it's cool, take your time, we're way with you, thank you for all you've been doing and stuff like that, and just, I don't know, like other YouTubers reached out and stuff like that. It was just so nice. And like I said, I mean, it's for a guy that, like, I'm not in any pain or anything like that, but some people have told me they've gone through something similar where they've had like this long fatigue, and it isn't just the fatigue, it's the brain fog. That's the really tough part of it, because yes, I'll stop and kind of close my eyes and feel really exhausted, but like sometimes I can't even form like a sentence. Like the brain fog will hit me so bad. So thinking about that, everyone watching it, watching the video that I did, explaining everything, was just so encouraging and so kind. That really did go a long way. And again, I know you're kind of supposed to say that and say, oh, you guy couldn't do it without you, but I do say it over and over because it is so friggin' true. I really do have the greatest job in the world, and I have all of you to thank for that. Like that's just amazing to me, and I just could not be more thankful, and I really hope that comes across. That's one of the reasons I like doing these Christmas videos, and honestly, I didn't even know I was going to, because yesterday hit me really bad, the fatigue, again, where I just couldn't form like sentences that well. I could barely get up and everything. But, I'm filming this in the morning. I feel great this morning. So I did that. Got a bunch of cameos done too and everything. With that said, I'm very excited for this. Okay. Yes. Okay. So when I do a cameo, I don't know why they do it. I don't know what it is. But they have these things called streaks, which is just when you get a cameo done. So let's say you record a cameo. It'll say, you're on streak 1. Let's say you record another cameo. You're on streak 2. I don't follow it. I don't know why they call it streak. Why don't they just say you got X amount of cameos done? But with that said, again, streak equals cameo, like how many cameos you've done. Look at this, man. Over 1,000. Like, it's over 1,000! I literally just passed 1,000 cameos today, doing this for about, I think, 2 years. And that is all you guys. And like I said before, the cameos all the money for it goes to charity. I mean, obviously Cameo takes its cut, but the money I get, I always give to charity and everything, different charity every month. And that is just all you, man. I mean, like, they've done so well. And I really, again, I think I said this last year, but that really goes a long way for me, because I've always wanted to do something tied into charities, getting attention to charities and stuff. I do have kind of a spotlight on me. I want to shine it on, people honestly deserve it more, like really going out there and helping others in need. And I would do these shout outs and everything. Sometimes we do these little shows, trying to put more of a spotlight on them. I never knew if they were doing enough. But when Cameo reached out to me and said, hey, would you like to be a part of the site and everything? I said, can you do it for charity? And they said yes. That is just so not, like, that's what's been missing for me in terms of, like, giving back to people that really deserve it, like, really giving to a worthy cause. And I like doing different charities as well. I always go back and forth whether or not I should just do one charity, but I do like mixing it up and giving it to different groups and different people and stuff like that. And that really is you guys. I mean, that really is y'all just saying, hey, I want a cameo, I want to give to a good cause and stuff like that. And it just really, really means the world to me, man. I mean, that is just, it is crazy crazy fulfilling for me, especially around this time of year when people talk about giving things to those, in need and stuff like that. So I really want to say thank you for that. Thank you for being so supportive of me, going through this stuff. I mean, I don't know how well I quote unquote hide it or not. I mean, because sometimes right now I feel totally fine. And when I don't have the fatigue, I'm not pessimistic. I'm very optimistic. It's just like I have a burst of energy. I feel great. Man, when it hits, I get down, man. I get down. And I know it is the fatigue. I think anything that just keeps you still and keeps you sleepy is going to make you that way a little bit. But as soon as it disappears, I feel so great and so good. And when I do have that fog going or it's delaying work, like I said, I hate when work's delayed. And nobody's holding a gun to me saying, you got to get the videos out. And nobody's doing that. It is the pressure I put on myself. I hate missing deadlines. But whenever that's going on, thinking of y'all just like leaving those comments on the YouTube video when I gave an update on my health and everything, just really, I do carry it with me. And I usually say in these videos, yes, Christmas is amazing, everything is a wonderful day, but, try to carry that with you through the year too, because man, it's such a good feeling. It's such a good feeling to give to others and help others and stuff like that. And y'all have really helped me. You really gave something nice to me just by giving those nice words. And it really, it did legit help me through this. And is still helping me through this. So I want to say thank you all so much for that again. I wish you nothing but the happiest of holidays. Take care.